Hello and welcome to Climbing Daily. There's sometimes a bit of a resistance in the climbing world against using technology, but like it or not, tech is being used more and more for climbing, especially in regards to training. Here at Outdoor, we found loads of products and companies who are using this, so we thought we'd head out and show you the best. Okay, once again, I've tried really hard to not go climbing whilst I'm working. Once again, I've totally failed because I found this awesome looking sort of computer game climbing thing. And come on, I can't resist things like this. Leo, you're the man. Tell me about this awesome looking device behind me.
All right, so what we have is called the Augmented climbing wall. It is a gaming platform for climbing walls. We use computer vision technology to turn any standard climbing wall into a huge touch screen. So what you're about to try is called Whack-A-Bat. There's a purple bat there, which is your enemy. You need to go hit it. It's going to fly off, and you need to chase it and hit it again. After a while, you will have 2 bats, then 3 bats, and depending on how good you are, you get 4 or 5. Okay. And just try it. It's a load of fun. I promise you'll come off smiling and laughing.
I'm already smiling and laughing. This is like the best thing that's happened to me in 3 days. Awesome, man. Cool. Let's get to it. That was cool. That was really cool.
Tired?
No, I don't get tired.
You don't get tired? All right. After each game, now we open the videos so you can watch yourself play. We have a YouTube upload button so we can eternalize this for the world. Or you can actually watch it up there on the wall if you like. So besides just games being really fun, we want to make it as easy as possible to learn to climb better. So one thing we've created is what we call Augmenting Problems. So we can sync them up so that the climbers will move at the same time. We can overlay them on top of each other. So you see very well can point out how you're moving, where you're leaning. At least for me, it was a game changer in learning. I started actually thinking a lot more about how I'm working, and especially seeing videos of good climbers doing the same routes. It makes it so much easier.
Awesome, I'm super impressed. I can't wait for this to come to a climbing wall near me. I'll be hitting some more bats soon.
Yeah, cool.
So continue our sort of technology climbing theme today. I found Tom Randall, and you're going to talk me through Lattice Training, your sort of new baby, really.
Yeah, sure. So the way in which the system works is that a long time ago, I was really unsure about whether the training that you were doing for any particular climber was effective, and I wanted to be able to measure whether training plans were effective. And I came up with this idea of a board to test the physical attributes of a climber. And I've been collecting data on this board for maybe 7 years or so, and essentially it's like a big kind of master copy of all the numbers that describe all of the climbers from around the world, different grade categories, male, female, juniors, middle-aged, a little bit older. We can find out the strength of a climber, we find the aerobic efficiency, the anaerobic efficiency, and put this into a database and then work out exactly how a climber is performing physically, which for me is fascinating as a trainer because I can implement a training plan, they can follow it for 6 months, and then I can go back and reassess on the Lattice board and see, okay, so the anaerobic profile's changed, but this bit hasn't, so I need to change these parts of my training. And that's what I love about it.
So if I was to step onto the Lattice board, what would you make me do? How does that work?
Number one is we get you doing a warm-up and we'll ask a load of history about who you are as a climber, where you've come from, what are your goals and things. Then for the physical part of the training, we first of all need to know force production for the forearm. So what's your finger strength? Because this is kind of the baseline. And after that, we'll do some testing on the board where you're doing climbing movements and you're doing sort of a number of circuits around the board. And from there, we can work out how efficiently you are aerobically anaerobically, and also how you respond to increasing blood lactate levels. And this is really important for climbers because it's not only boulders that need to function at a very high intensity, it's also route climbers. So I use it for my own training. So if I want to know I'll be the strongest on this type of route or the fittest for this type of route in certain times of the year, I go back and test on it and work out where I'm at.
Tell me, have you ever sort of come across any anomalies with climbers who are climbing way harder than their stats sort of suggest, or the opposite?
Yeah, there's some really unusual anomalies out there, definitely. There's, without naming people and data specifically, we have one client who has finger strength which is very close to the sort of scores that Alex Magos has, and he unfortunately is not climbing 9B right now. But it's just amazing to see someone can get that finger strength and not be Alex Magos. And then likewise, we have another client who climbs really high grades, but objectively, when you look at the data, he's really quite weak. And for me, it's really inspiring to go, you know what, there is that much efficiency that you can get from the system. If he can do that on that finger strength, why can't we all? You know, we can take this knowledge and use it as power for better performance.
I like to think I'm the massive finger strength but not 9B grade yet sort of client, but maybe we'll see one day.
We need to test you and find out where you're at.
I find it unbelievably fascinating, and I would love to come and do it. Sadly, Chamonix is quite a long way from Sheffield, but yeah, one day maybe.
What postage costs like?
We'll see if Epic TV will fund it. Tom, thank you so much. It's been fascinating, amazing.
Yeah,
Thanks.
good to meet you.